Okay, Brett. A little later on, I'm going to ask this question for those of you that are running a business. I'm going to ask Brett how to fire somebody. How do you know when to fire somebody, and how do you do it? That's coming up a little later on. I know, those are easy questions. But first, we're going to do a rapid fire before we bring out our next guest. I call this the Success Rapid Fire. It's something I like to do. Brett's going to answer these in 1 or 2 words. Ready?
No.
Good. Okay. Is it harder to get on top or stay on top?
Get.
Get. What good trait did you get from your mom?
Social conscience.
What good trait did you get from your dad?
The gift of sales, marketing.
What keeps people from being successful?
A failure to stay with a series of well-defined, articulated, carefully crafted priorities.
That was 2 words. Okay. What is the difference between good and great?
Passion.
What brings you peace?
Family.
What makes you anxious?
Family.
How can you tell when someone is going to be successful?
They know what they don't know.
What do you think most people spend too little time on every day?
Themselves.
How do you get out of a bad mood? You can't say beer.
I would work out.
Good. If I wanted to learn about business, but I could only use 1 magazine or book, what would you suggest that be?
What's that, The Little Prince?
Great. How do you deal with 1 million emails?
Not well.
What trait do you hope your kids get from their mom?
From their mom? She's an extraordinarily careful yet passionate about staying grounded. I mean, that's probably the most important value she gives the kids is a sense of being grounded, of being real.
And what trait do you hope your kids get from you?
I would call it as much as my ex grounds them, I give them wings. And both are very important. They can see the world and choose to make a difference, at the same time staying humble and not suffering from affluenza.
How's that? From Brett Wilson.